Okay, today I'm going to talk about my AR15 that I've used for 3-gun, at least the most recent 3-gun match I shot. To start off with, it is a 224 Valkyrie, 22-inch barrel. I think it's huge. I went with 224 Valkyrie because I kind of got this for a dual purpose. Got it for 3-gun. I think it worked good for that, but also coyote hunting. This 224 Valkyrie is pretty good for longer range shooting. A little bit better than 5.56 or 223. They're these fat cases. They're a little bit shorter, fatter cases, so they fire long bullets. These are 90 grain bullets for a 22 caliber. It's pretty heavy. They're heavy, long bullets, so they're accurate. I can shoot I about get the bullets touching at 100 yards, and I'm not a particularly good rifle shot. I pretty much only shoot handguns anymore. So like with this, off rest, I can get them a nice little group. And this isn't a very expensive barrel or upper or anything. I'm not even sure the brand. Got it on Gunbroker for a couple $100, and it's been nothing but great. 224 is quite a bit more expensive. It's about twice the price of 5.56. So there's that to take into account. I shot one 3-gun match this year. It's been a couple of years since I shot the last one. I don't shoot this thing all that much, so shooting $100 worth of ammo once a year, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. The last 3-gun match I shot, we had three targets at 400 yards, which, yes, I know you can do it with a 5.56. All kinds of guys do it. Those guys are better shots than I am. Some guys are shooting at the match with red dot sights. So, but they're better shots than me. I have a 3-9 scope on this thing for that reason. I built this for long range. If a coyote's out in the middle of the field, I want to be able to hit him. So I put a 3-9 Bushnell scope on it. Not a great scope either. It is, I think I got it when I bought a Savage Axis, I think, like 10 years ago. I bought that. It had this scope. I think that was about 243. I put a bigger scope on that a few years later. A bigger, nicer scope. I'm not sure the brand right now. But that I actually spent some money on. So I put this scope on here. It's a Bushnell. It's a cheap scope. It's always been good for me. You do you. If you want to buy more expensive scopes, all the power to you. I'm cheap, so I like buying cheap stuff, and if it works, I'm happy. What else? I just have kind of a stock AR trigger. I built the lower. I think they're not even sure the brand of the lower. An APF lower. It's just I bought just lower at a gun store. Built around it. I think I just got like an AR Stoner lower parts kit for this. Again, cheap. Works good, but it's just kind of a standard GI or wherever trigger. So it's not a Geisley, nothing super nice in here. Just, it works. Then I have this big ass scope on here. I have a Holosun 407K on a 45 degree. That when I'm shooting, go there, close. You guys have seen it. You play Call of Duty. But got that on there. I have this sitting up on risers. It's really high up. Just the ear pro and everything. Like coyote hunting, it wasn't too big of a deal. You can get down here, you get through a lower one. But it seems like when I would be in a hurry trying to find the scope, ear pro on, it'd be a pain in the ass. I'll put a riser on it. It hasn't seemed to affect the accuracy at all. Really, all I did to zero it after putting the riser on it, took the scope off, put the riser on, put the scope pretty much where it would have been, or where it was, just a little higher, and a couple clicks on the elevation is all that really changed. Change that. I have this zeroed 2 inches high at 100 yards, because that pretty much puts me dead on out to 400. So it's when I'm shooting the targets at 400, I just held dead on, and I was there. So from I think I went 2 inches high at 100. So from that, you're pretty much hold on target out to 400. I haven't had a chance to stretch this past that. But I think maybe aim a little high, you'd be pretty close at 500 yards, which is also why I like the 224, because it's a long, heavy bullet going pretty fast still. So they travel nice and flat. But they're a little fatter, so they're only 25 rounds in these magazines. There's only 25 rounds in the magazines because they're fatter cases. After that, I guess most noticeable thing on this, I have a Boyd's laminate wood stock on here. It's a little long. I'm pretty tall, so I like a little bit longer stock. If the stock's always out for me, I don't need a collapsible stock to adjust it. A lot of times, fixed stocks are even too short for me. I'm 6'6". If you've seen me in competitions or you met me, whatever, I'm tall. You see in a lot of my videos where I'm making ready and the RO, I'm looking down at the top of his head. So I like good long stocks, long front ends, because I can reach clear out here pretty easily, like way out in the end of the gun. So they use a big gun. I'm a pretty big guy. Both those kind of long and lanky. Works pretty good for me. Never been a fan of like a real short. They have their purpose, but SBRs, even 16-inch barrels with short little handguards on it. You're up in here. That just feels really scrunched up and awkward for me. So I like long, spaced out. It just seems better for me. I think I may at some point put a bipod on this, just to help out with that long range stuff. Still on the fence about that, because I don't know if I want to lug around the extra weight out on the front end. What else we got? I am running a side charger, or side charging handle on this. This is a Devil Dog Concepts side charging handle. So it just replaces the original side charging handle, or rear charging handle. It connects in here, clamps to your top rail, your charging handle, and just that was my belt from the last video, but so it sits there. That seems a lot nicer when you're in position on a barricade. You change or do anything with it, just stay right here. Do that. I like that. I like the side charging handle. This one's pretty good. It's aftermarket part. I think it's like $100, maybe. It's been years since I bought it. But that's pretty nice. easier than a dedicated side charging upper. It always seems to work good for me, so no complaints with that. I have a bad lever in here, which a lot of guys are not a fan of, because when your bolt is locked back, you get in a hurry, you go to hit that, and you go. Try that again. So you go to hit that, or guys will have them right in here, so they hit it and go bang. Yeah, like that. Drop it is. So you get really in a hurry, you hit that. I think you can train out of that. I'm not. I think that is a valid concern. I don't ever use this for that. When I bought the side charging handle, this was like there was the option to throw this in there for $10 or something. Like I built this 3 years ago, before I really started training and everything. It's like, cool, yeah, that sounds awesome. Put it on. Then I saw people people talking about doing that. Well, that's a valid concern. I don't use it to drop my bolt. I still, I reload, come here, still hit there, kind of how you're supposed to. I pretty much just use it for putting a chamber flag in. You just come here, drop the mag, drop the round on the ground, hammer down, I lock that back, chamber flag, easy. There you go. So it's pretty much, that's just what I use it for. I do like the side charging handle with that. It feels less awkward. But again, that's all preference. That's if you wanted one of the bad levers. I think that is a valid concern with them. So just be aware of that. Other than that, I think that's all. That's pretty much my 3-gun AR. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe for me. Send this video to your friends. And if you have any more questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll try to answer them best I can. I'll answer them with the comments, or I'll answer them in the comments. And if that was a longer question or more details needed, I'll make another video answering your question. But thanks for watching.